Alright, so I'm gonna take the ace. I need to discard these 3 cards, adjust this joker. Okay, and then discard and do the math real quick, play the Empress, and alright, what another run of Balatro, let's go! Lady Luck is with me because I am here, I am Demery, and I will be your commentator and Lady Luck for this wonderful evening. I have devised a new casino, a horrible casino, a chaos casino for our 2 wonderful runners, hailing from one corner of the internet. They are a wide-ranging speedrunner of many, many games, of which I have forgotten most of them, and I apologize for that. Runner, Sanjan. On the other side of the screen, of course, hailing from the side of the internet that mostly speedruns RPGs. She knows RNG. She loves RNG. She's taken a few lumps from the RNG, and our other wonderful competitor, and probably commentator when I need to step away, Leggystarscream. If the 2 of you could introduce yourselves, that would be fantastic.
I'll start out. Hi. I am contestant number 1. I'm Sanjan. I speedrun playing RPGs. You've seen me done Octopath, Knights of the Old Republic, and now I'm unfortunately here playing Final Fantasy I Pixel Remaster.
And of course, I'm leggystarscream. I've also speedrun Octopath. Funny how that one works. But this is my second time running FF1 in a Fatales event, so I'm super excited to take it back in another crack at chaos.
I've been banned from running this game in at least one speedrunning marathon.
That's a fact.
Actual fact.
Alright, so as you see, we haven't really started the game yet because we have to name each of our 4 characters here. Times 2 equals 8. I can do math, I promise. You see, we have a warrior, a monk, and 2 black mages. You might be wondering, where's our healer? Where's your red mage? Where's your white mage? The best defense is a good offense. And as you see, we can name all 4 of them. So, Jaypeg, what are the names of our characters?
All right. So, your fighter, the names are Sword Chucks, but no vowels in there. So SWRDCHKS. And then the next name for the fighter is Black Mage.
Who's grabbing the first name, Leggy? You or me?
Yeah. I don't think we arranged this. Do you just want to take the top 8 for each of us, or is it top 2, or how are we doing this?
It's top 2 of each, so why don't I'll take the first one.
Okay, so my fighter is named Black Mage. Cool.
This is that's definitely a name for sure. What about our monk? What's our top 2 contenders on our show?
All right, so your monk, number 1 is Jadon, and number 2 is, I'm so sorry, Miroku, Miroku. If it's Miroku, I'm sorry.
And then, what's our first unfortunate black mage's name?
All right, guess what? For the first mage, the number 1 name was, again, Jadon. So good luck with that, Sanjan, if you have both Jadons. And I have been informed that it is not Sango, but Songo. And Songo is our other name, Sango.
All right.
It appears I had the Jadon army.
You do have the Jadon army.
Let's go!
And then our second mage names, number 1 is Rizzler with $75. and in second place is Bingle, Bingle. Thank y'all so much for donating to this.
Terrible name means good stats. That might get canonized after this run.
God, this is a party for sure. I have a party for sure. Are you good to go, Leggy?
Yeah.
Alrighty, so the time formally starts when we press yes to begin the game with this party. I'm good to go. I assume Leggy's good to go. Demery, would you like to count us down?
Yeah, we'll count down from 5. We will start this run in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
Alright, so we get to start with a really fun opening movie. Like the first 10 minutes, I think like 2 or 3 minutes is cutscenes, and this just introduces you to the game. It's a really fancy cutscene. It's unfortunately for our contestants here, they have to unfortunately work together to save the world.
The world does need saving.
What is this, our contestants? You're in here with me.
I cannot believe that you're both trapped in here with me.
Yeah, this is the most unfortunate situations.
Yeah, the world is going to be destroyed, and you're getting basically contracted to go save a princess rather than actually saving the world. The run is... Why is there not Garland %? Garland % would have been a great incentive for this, actually, right? Just repeatedly see who can beat Garland fastest.
We'd only have to run it 100 times or so.
Yeah. But anyway, we're getting this whole lore about, the world falling apart as the 4 elemental powers fall apart, 4 youths show up with a crystal. Basic stuff. But the important stuff is, right when we start the game, we're going to do a bit of shopping and a bit of menuing to get all set up for that Garland fight we were just talking about.
Yeah, it's a pretty epic fight. For those of you who are not familiar with Final Fantasy, it's basically so this game is a remaster of a JRPG, Final Fantasy, and 1987, I think that was the year.
1987, originally on the NES. I played it on the NES. But yeah, no, this is the. Oh God, I always try to keep this number in line. I know this one came up during when Leggy ran this game for Think Fast, and when you did that run, the Duke, and what was it, 15 or 16 versions of Final Fantasy 1 exist? It's double digits. They've made this game a lot, and this is the newest version. We'll talk about some of the changes, but first shop here. Basically going to go in here, buy 1 chainmail and 1 sword for the fighter. We go in, we're going to go ahead and default to run, because now there's been some additions and some patches that have added some of the nice quality of life features to this particular version. And we go by Thunder Magic. One of the quality of life measures we are not allowed to use this category is there is a separated category called Boost and No Boost. Some very nice quality of life improvements for people who don't want to grind as hard or who want challenge runs have been added to this particular game. We're not allowed to use any of them, so no toggling off encounters, no double or quadruple experience in gold. Playing Final Fantasy 1 the way that it was intended to be played in 2023, not 1987, but we'll get to some of those differences later. Also, those 2 copies of Thunder, that is going to be our primary offense for quite some time in this run. And then we're going to hike our way up to the Chaos Shrine, my shrine, home of Chaos. And they're going to go and save a princess. My princess, you can't have her.
I'll stop bullying my mages.
No.
You're guaranteed 1 encounter in here. You just hope to don't get the army of goblins, because it's a bad RNG. Also, say hi to Garland.
Yep, game plan here, attack, thunder, black belt. We took the equipment off of the black belt because in this particular version, the monk actually does decent damage with fists even at like level 1. So I'm just going to take all of the gear off of the black belt. Monks get a little bit of attack power per level, as well as 1 armor per level, so they get damage reduction as they level up. Both the runners through chaos, or through not chaos, definitely not a spoiler, everybody. Through Garland at the same time, basically. So good on them for making it this far without any mishaps so far. 4 minutes into the run. The nice thing, of course, is that every good speedrun needs to have a rest break in the middle of it, and so our rest break actually comes up at about 2 minutes from here.
Yeah, Garland, if he's feeling particularly spicy, can just one-shot a black mage if he wants. So, thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, I think both our Garland fights went pretty smooth. This game, especially early game, can go south very fast.
Yeah.
And it's probably the most scariest parts, but I believe both of us will be doing, like, pretty safe strats. Like, I will be playing, like, I generally play the early game extremely safe, and you'll see like some differences coming up from us.
Yeah. As long as none of the black mages get kneecapped, everything tends to be pretty okay. But if your black mages fall down, it is very problematic. They are the kind of the cornerstone of this run for most of it. I
hope you enjoy bridges being built in the span of 30 seconds, because I feel bad for these poor workers. Like, that's a lot of stuff they have to do in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but they're speedrunners. Look, you can see them speedrun.
This is just Pikmin.
It's fine. They're not being exploited in the name of chaos or anything. It's okay.
Yeah, they're exploited in the name of King Steve.
Lady Luck will make sure that they get paid properly at some point in time if they find me.
If they find you.
Well, I didn't say it would be easy.
True.
Anyway, we are on a spell charge system. If you've played the GBA remake or the PSP remake or many of the other remakes of this game, you'll be familiar with the more conventional MP system. You know, you have it. MP, you cast a spell, it costs you MP. In this, it goes back to the original version where each spell level has a certain number of charges. To cast a spell of that level, you have to spend one of those charges. And so that sort of spell charge management is one of the critical parts of the early game of this run.
It will certainly come up again later when we talk about Ethers and their addition to the spell charge system of Final Fantasy I. Both our runners stayed at the inn to reload health and magic charges, and now we are crossing the Bridge of Destiny onward to bigger and better things, and so our their quest began, and so on and so forth. I don't really feel like reading this. Hey, Jaypeg, got anything going on over there at the hosty host desk while we wait?
You bet I do. We have some donations coming in that I wanted to just mention. We have $25 from Alice Rujasu, who says, "Let's go, Leggy! Good luck with the Chaos Lotto." And then $50 from Natsuko Hyuga that says, "Kupo! Thank you for the great runs on this Final Fantasy weekend. Kupopo!" We've got lots of Moogle sounds coming in, and it's super duper adorable. By the way, as an update to our 15 puzzle first of 5 race, we have 975 out of 3,000 right now. So just a little over 2,000 to go. And y'all, I know that you can knock this out of the park. I believe in you.
15 puzzle is the real gaming. Sorry, you can continue on.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted to check before I did. All right. We have $50 from Azulat that says, "How can I not download for that Kupo-tacular Oodles of Moogles prize pack during a Final Fantasy run? I have a fluffy cat named Kupo, and he's eagerly watching this run alongside me. So excited to watch some fantastic women running games fast this week." Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. And shout out to your super cute cat named Kupo. What a good name for a cat.
So the Bridge of Destiny has been crossed by both of our runners. Now they're going to be heading on out. You'll see that they're going to select whether to fight certain encounters or run from certain encounters, given what they are. Running into the 9 Goblin pack is not great, so Sanjan decides to set up and run while Leggy gets a 4 pack and decides to fight it. One of the more annoying things here is this is a 9 pack of wolves and goblins. Sanjan, they were able to run away. You know, obviously that pack is abysmal. And at least you got a preemptive, but unlike every other version of Final Fantasy, you are not guaranteed to run on a preemptive. There is a chance that Sanjan would have failed 4 runs. Our runners are specifically hoping for ogres here. Ogres are high money. Yep, ogres give a lot of money, and they're like a layers. They've got the onions and the layers, and they're worth a lot of money. Our runners are going to need money to get through the early game here, so they are hoping to find good packs. Sanjan took an encounter that was pretty rough, and one of the black mages fell down. We can't be having that, so there's our first reset of the run. Does that count as a wipe? Does that qualify if you hit that reset button?
I technically rage quit there. Let's count that as a wipe.
Our runners have lovingly offered to donate some amount of money per wipe. I don't remember what it is, and so I'm just going to start keeping track. I got a pen and $5. I got a pen and I got a paper and I got a single tally mark on that piece of paper now. So I'm keeping track of your failures.
Chat, follow along too.
Yeah, keep us honest.
Lady Luck is here to make sure that our runners play fair. certainly was not about to say ruin your day.
Nah.
I think the existence of those 9 packs is already here to ruin my evening.
Yep.
I was gonna say, you don't ruin my day. We got delicious ramen earlier.
It was quite good, actually. But both of our runners have gone in for a quick shop. They want to buy 2 copies of Temper and then a quick stay at the inn to reload here before going into the 9 pirate fight. Pirates only physically attack, and you're just hoping that they don't go after the black mages who don't have any armor and take lots and lots of damage, as opposed to the fighter who is wearing a chainmail and can take the hits. Our reward for this is a ship, the boat to sail the 7 seas. There are 7 seas in this game, right? I'm gonna go get a map. And move on to our next objective down at Elfland. Both of our runners will likely be trying to set up for a small experience and gold grind here. Primarily, we are hunting for buccaneers. We are trying to find more pirates. They are worth an immense amount of money. They're worth 150 gil each, and they are safe as anything to fight. The more the merrier.
Also, I'm dropping a hard save there, so that if our donation incentive gets met, I can reload back to that exact point.
Yeah, I'll be doing the same as well here, and it's also like a hard save there is good because this grind section is incredibly scary.
Yeah.
Yep.
Leggy has one of the most dangerous encounters here, starting off with her 2 sharks and 3 Sahaja chiefs. This is worth an extremely large amount of experience, interestingly enough. But with 2 dead characters, do you decide to keep it or do you decide to reset here? That's a lot of experience points. So you turn around and use that gold. It's going to go ahead and turn around, use that gold to resurrect the 2 party members, restay at the inn, load back up. But that's a pile of experience on the bottom Black Mage. So, which of you wonderful victims wants to talk about Black Mage hit points?
They're bad. Next question.
All right, that's my
They're
job. Isn't it?
random. Next question.
Not entirely.
Do I-
There are some... So, the way that Final Fantasy 1 does hit points, because if there's one role I'm going to have on this stream, it's going to be excitedly info-dumping about the inner mechanics of Final Fantasy 1, because I've played too many versions of this video game.
On the other hand, I haven't played this as much. I learned this in like 2 weeks because I wanted to get into a Final Fantasy game, and then I bugged Leggy about it. I was like, yo, I want to learn Final Fantasy. Which one's the best? Or I want to learn Pixel Remaster. Which one's good? Final Fantasy 1 is more up your alley. Sure.
Yeah, so the way that Final Fantasy 1 handles hit points is that every level is either a strong HP growth or a weak HP growth. Weak HP growths give you a small amount of hit points based off of your vitality stat, and strong HP growths give you those hit points plus an extra 20-ish. In particular, it is random whether or not you get a strong or a weak HP growth at every single level, outside of specific levels where you are guaranteed to get a strong HP growth. One of those levels for Black Mages is level 4.
Yes, so you'll notice that our Black Mage is on Sanjan's screen right now because... Or that's the Leggy screen. Do I have these backwards? No, that's Sanjan's screen. On Sanjan's screen is that Jadon has 50 hit points and Rizzler has 54 hit points. Notably, those random growths are very small, but the big growth is... There is one guaranteed big growth obtained so far. Black Mage hit point breakpoints are incredibly important in this run, and you are hoping to get as many random large growths as you can. Looks like both of our runners have received 1 so far, as Jadon's at 73. Bingle is 75.
To be fair, Bingle is also level 7.
Yeah, well, that's 1 extra chance to get HP growths because there's no guaranteed growth at 5, 6, or 7. So, hey, you take it where you can get it. Please don't complain about Lady Luck or I will come and get you. You could have had no large growths in there.
Please don't kill Squishy Jadon. Jadon doesn't deserve this. Alright, so I'm checking my money right here right now. It's actually just good enough for me to get Thundara here. And I don't know if Leggy's going to do the same thing, but I'm actually going to grind for a second Thundara because it makes going through the next dungeon here much easier.
Yeah, I'm already in the middle of a bit of a grind sesh myself, though I'm doing it back over at Corneria. which is an alternate strategy. Using the inn and using the clinic to resurrect people is much cheaper up here in Corderia than it is down in Elfland. So I'm doing it up here for the slightly cheaper, because as we can see, Sango is not long for this world.
Yeah, I chose to go to Elfland because it was, I was in pretty good position and I had the money for it. Unfortunately, my movement was not very optimized, and now I get to sit here and have fun with the wolves.
Sanjan did find one pack of Buccaneers, which did catapult the money number greatly. Thundara is very useful because it's our first AoE magic. It will strike all targets, not just the one target that you choose to target, making it exceedingly good. Of course, also against most ocean monsters, they tend to be weak against thunder magic, so you can kill them pretty efficiently with Thundara. And the idea is that each copy of Thundara for your black mages is 1,000 gold, so you take your first 1,000 gold, you buy a copy of Thundara, and if you are playing for PBs and horrendous unsafeness, you run directly to Marsh Cave with one copy of Thundara, and you attempt to save all those charges for the bottom, and you hope and you pray. The safer strat, of course, is you grind up a second $1,000 here, so that you can buy a second copy of Thundara and mitigate the effects of Lady Luck on your run, so that you can get casts off at the boss. Well, I guess Disco Demons are a boss. They're a boss now. They're promoted. They're the boss at the bottom of Marsh Cave.
Hey, that boss is a big jerk. You'll see why.
Please stop calling my minions.
Will they ever?
Please stop calling my minions jerks. They're just doing their job.
Oh, this is good. I don't have... So, you'll see that, we kind of make decisions on the fly because we... the amount of spell casts we have can be variable, and decision-making, whether or not we want to play aggressive or just wait it out, can be pretty important here. So I think I'm pretty good now. I have around 1,300, it's not... I won't get much potions, but the more important thing is that...
Yeah, whereas on my end, because I did lose one of the black mages twice, I'm in a really weird experience situation, so I'm actually going to go back out and grind a little bit more.
Actually, I realize my money's kind of low. I'm actually going to go for a third grind. It's not ideal, but...
Yeah.
This
we're
one's,
playing it
pretty
safe. No one wants to have to watch us reset for 10 minutes on Vistos.
Yeah, I can tell you, it's not great.
It is fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, finally.
All the big guys tried to bully Grizzler.
Deserved.
I almost wanted to say good, but it's not also not good.
I am allowed to say that was deserved and good, so good job, Big Eyes. If you weren't dead, you would get a pay raise. But you're dead. Useless.
Yeah, they're really out to get Rizzler. Honestly, what? No, I can't say anything bad about my my army, or else they would skip leg day pretty much.
Whereas my team, as one may assume, will never skip leg day.
My warrior definitely has not skipped a leg day, but I don't know about my mages just yet.
As a note and an aside, one of the things that we have not yet talked about, as both our runners are going in for a supplies run here, going to buy a handful of antidotes, a handful of potions,
Why did I sell that?
a tent or two, and then they are going to get ready and head off. I believe Leggy only has one copy of Thundara at this point in time.
Correct.
And chose to buy supplies and is going to single Thundara, while Sanjan took an extra grind and is going to double Thundara. This is the best money pack on the way to Marsh Cave. It is the Ogre Chief Double Ogre pack. So this pack is fantastic and is, going to give a well-needed infusion of coin and experience to primarily Sango, but the entire party.
Jadon has not skipped... Jadon, the Black Mage, has not skipped leg day. Holy smokeroonies.
Yeah, one of the nice things about the Pixel Remaster is that every single screen transition, the game auto-saves. Which means that the most dangerous sections for having to reset the game and start from the top are these long overworld segments.
Of course, I also just do want to note that there is one thing that we haven't talked about yet in the battle screen here. Noticeably, you'll see that there is a little flickering arrow in the upper left corner. What the Pixel Remaster versions have of all of the Final Fantasies, they have Auto Battle. Auto Battle is a very useful tool, and one of the settings that was set at the beginning of the game, which you may not have seen, is that what is set is that Auto Battle carryover is a setting that you need to set. What happens is that when you're auto battling, it automatically selects the last options that you took. If your mages run out of MP for some reason on a spell level, they run out of charges, what will end up happening is that it will then default back to fight. The idea being here, as you can see here on Leggy's screen, is that she has decided to lock in the run command, and Sanjan is doing the same, and then is just letting auto battle run. We don't want to take any encounters in here. They're all terrible. So the idea is that you just want to run and do your best to get away from these encounters as fast as possible. The other thing that auto battle does is that it speeds up animations in battle. And when I say animations, I mean all of them. One of the interesting discoveries in Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster was that with auto battle carryover, one of the things that does get carried over is the actual speed of the battle entering battle. That animation as the party enters the screen is actually faster if you are carrying over your auto battle from the fight before. So this is a way that our runners get to save free time by using the settings of the game. Both runners now have the most dangerous encounter here. They have scorpions, or as we lovingly call them, land lobsters. The most powerful of my early minions. They are able to poison and hit multiple times and have a good critical strike rate. They can open a black mage from 51 health pretty easily without much of thought.
Sword trucks, no.
Took all the hits for the team here, but the Pisco Demons are exceedingly dangerous. They can die to one Thundara, but you have to high roll. Otherwise, it is a fight command and a Thundara, and it is a little frightening when you're doing this with single Thundara because you have to go to an extra turn. Leggy has gotten through 3 of these now, and Black Mage is down. Not a Black Mage, but Black Mage. Our fighter Black Mage has also died, so both of our runners have lost our warriors. They're both exceedingly happy about that, I guess. I'm assuming you're both exceedingly happy about that.
Not exceedingly happy about it, but I'm not heartbroken about it, more importantly.
I'm exceedingly happy about it, then. If you're not happy, I'm happy.
Like, I'm not unhappy.
I mean, it's okay.
Okay,
The main reason being that I would like the warrior up for this next fight, but the next boss fight, but I'm waiting. I'm biding my time. I don't like scorpions. Please go away.
Okay, that's a second tally for me, because we did pick up the Phoenix down in the chests, and I'm trying to read using it on the fighter up in the upcoming boss fight. But I can't do that if my Black Mage keeps dying. Son, go.
Jadon has 144 hit points, and only the last one matters as that Black Mage falls over for Sanjan, and they're deciding to keep going at this point in time with the recently indebted Black Mage.
Yeah, they'll be. I'm still trying to decide whether or not I want to res the warrior or res the Black Mage. I'm leaning more towards Black Mage mainly because, like, I don't care. But sorry, sword trucks. Today's not your day. Today's not my day either because I'm getting ambushed.
That's 3.
Okay, nice instantly.
The only positive thing about getting ambushed in this particular game is that this actually takes a page from some of the Dragon Warrior games, where when you get ambushed, not every enemy will attack you. They can, but I think it's like 2 out of 3 are generally going to attack you.
So, if it's 5 or more enemies on screen is where you start seeing the drop-off. I forget the exact numbers all the way down.
Alright, so welcome to, wait. You fools, you fell into my trap.
Oh god, you're already an
Kind of
Astos.
boss. Yeah, I minus our poor sword chucks, though. Anyways.
Hey, do we have time for a quick little update? I just have some exciting news to share.
Sure.
We are over $1,000 of our way to that 15 puzzle first to 5 race. So we have less than 2,000 to go. We're at 1,010 right now. So thank you so much, y'all. I'm super excited for this.
Pour another one out for my team. I grabbed wife number 2 to Astos because Astos walked in and said, "You must die, Monk. You must die, Jadon."
I do highly recommend that you donate to the 15 puzzle, if only because it is a domain that I hold no dominion over. It is a land of pure skill. Okay, there's a little bit of luck in how the tiles are arranged. I still have influence.
Oh yeah, Jadon is wearing sunglasses now. That means
It reduces.
You know, the sunglasses are cool, but that makes it so you miss.
It reduces the number of hits that your fight command generates by 1. It does basically near nothing. A combination of tempers, which increases your attack power. That was the spell we bought back in Provoca. Along with some spell casts, and the black belt punches through Astos. Monk takes down Dark Elf. We turn in the crown that we got from Arf Cave. And now we are on the official D&D Fetch Quest trademark copyright 1987. But we get this crown, we turn it into Astos, he goes, haha, I have this crystal ball. It is the crystal eye in other versions, which we now need to go take up to the Mage Matoya so that she can see, assumedly, the future. Nice first try, Astos, for Leggy to close up the gap a little bit between our 2 runners. We're going to go and we're going to do that. Now we're going to run that back down, because we get the Jolt Tonic in this version. It was the herb originally. We go and we run that down to Elfland, where the prince has been cursed by Astos, and we get the material that we need to uncurse him and wake him up. Yes, I'm serious.
I don't want to see those scorpions. Why did you send scorpions after me? I don't want to see those scorpions in the overworld.
Me when I play Animal Crossing.
It's because I hate you.
Wow.
There's some tension on this stream right now.
It's fine. I also greatly dislike Leggy right now.
That's fair. We're not dating right now.
Correct.
We'll be dating as soon as the stream's over and Chaos is defeated. Because I'm going to kill Chaos.
We are here to kill Chaos. It's unfortunate.
Shoutouts to Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise, starring Jack Garland, the best Final Fantasy character of all time.
He says the F word in that game.
Yeah.
That word is fantasy, just so everybody's aware that word is final and fantasy.
There you go. Thank you. Perfect.
Wait, I thought the F word was Frank Sinatra.
You can't say that. That's like, you'll get this stream muted, love.
Yeah, no, we can't be cursed. No cursed content.
We are not allowed to do it my way on this stream. You are going to do it however the RNG tells you to.
I thought the whole gimmick was that we were doing it your way, Lady Luck.
No,
we're just, we are playing by your rules, but we're throwing a little twist on there.
Yeah, I thought I was a loose cannon cop here.
You are pawns in a horrible game, and you are going to enjoy it.
True,
because I'm getting this Jolt Tonic, and I'm going fast, and I can never sleep.
So we get the Cornerian Red Bull. And with
Pretty
that...
much.
Sadly, it does not give us the wings needed to fly, so I think it's more of a monster energy.
Copyrighted, trademarked. We're not going to get in trouble for this, are we? We're not going to get in trouble for this, are we?
Not sponsored, by the way. Definitely not sponsored. Though I have been to speedrunning events that have been sponsored by various energy drinks.
This run is brought to you by Lady Luck when you absolutely need to roll a natural 20, but can't.
Yeah. Have you ever like, you're just you accept, you're like, darn, like this D&D session isn't going well. I better try and roll the nat 20. Really?
Go Team Big Eyes, as they have the ability to paralyze characters, and then, which of course, paralyzed characters cannot act, and they only have a 25% chance per turn of breaking paralysis.
What is going on?
It is the single worst status effect in any Final Fantasy game. It is FF1 paralysis.
Is it the worst?
I dare you to find a worse one.
Do you dare me to find a worse one?
Yes.
Don't let Debbie summon even more powerful monsters. You can't do that to us. We're just trying to live.
No.
We're just trying to live through this.
You're trying to live. I'm trying to put on a show.
Petrification from Final Fantasy X is worse, but only if you're underwater.
Oh, true.
Get wrecked.
You have a good point.
More points for Lady Luck, fewer points for you.
Yeah, I should have seen that one coming. I should finish FF10 at some point.
How far did you get into FF10?
We're at the end. Did all the grinding.
Yeah, we got an airship.
Yeah.
But then I'm like... But then Debbie told me about all, like, the bonus bosses, and I'm like, I want to do that, and then I got completely distracted.
Like, basically we're at the point where I went and made sure that we had the Wings of Discovery from the abandoned temple, so that we can use all quad 9s on the last bosses and walk a limit break our way through the rest of the game.
Oh my goodness.
Because
I want to be a blitzball when I grow up.
Because literally, to heck with the fight, the platform fight in the Temple of the Faith in Xanarkand, to heck with that fight. That fight is awful. So we got the tools to one-shot it.
I completely agree with that.
So, chat, what's your favorite boss fight in Final Fantasy? Or your least favorite? Donate now and let us know.
I will judge you, because I am Lady Luck and I am allowed to do that.
What's the judgment scale? 1 out of 10, 1 out of
It'll be on the
1 out of 16 for Final Fantasy 16.
Well, it's a scale from 9 to 14.
Oh,
That seems vaguely specific, but yes, that I guess that will work. I was gonna say from 9 to 6, but you do you.
That also works.
But ultimately our runners now have obtained. They wake the elf. They get the key. They go and they steal all the elven treasures because you shouldn't keep capital from the people. Then you sail up to Corneria. You go into the Cornerian treasury and steal all of Corneria's treasure because you shouldn't keep capital from the people. But also you get nitro powder, which was originally TNT because we need to go and make a canal, and also dwarves really like explosives. They make the best gifts. But yes, we are still neck deep in fetch quest land here. So, Jaypeg, if you'd like to take it away for a minute.
yeah, absolutely. Guess what, y'all? We do have some Wordle donations coming in. So we have $10 from Wick. That says Wordle 989, 4 out of 6. White square, white square, white square, white square, white square, yellow square, white square, white square, green square, green square, white square, green 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 square. Best of luck on the race. We also
that
have
Wordle sounded Wordle today sounded pretty difficult.
It was spicy, I can confirm. We also have $10 from the Moogle box that just says Great Googly Moogly. And I just want to send a call out that if anybody wants to send in a donation to identify what Great Googly Moogly is from, I would absolutely love to see it because I do know, and I wonder who else knows. Good to keep going?
You can honestly keep going.
All right. We have $50 from Nitara. Good luck on your run, Leggy, my love. Don't let the Chaos Casino get you down. Donation goes to Runner's Choice, specifically, in parentheses, Leggy Starscream. Leggy, what is your Runner's Choice?
So I hear there's a donation incentive for the Pokemon TCG run that's coming up tomorrow, I believe.
Ooh. All right. Good to hear it.
And as someone who has ran Pokemon TCG in a Frame Fatales event before, gotta support that game. That is a fantastic speedrun. Be sure to check it out.
I also do have a quick update on that 15 puzzle first to 5 like we've been talking about. We are at 1,085 out of 3,000. That is about just over a third of our way to the goal. Y'all can knock this out. I believe in you. You're just going to crush this. And I really, really, really want to see this. Because first of all, aren't you having fun with these incredible runners and incredible commentator? Don't you want to spend more time with them? So I definitely want to as well.
I want to be very clear that I do not believe in you, and you should disappoint me.
Oh, scandal. We're like the little angel and devil on Chat's shoulders right now.
Look,
You know, the true evil is any puzzle that I have to do. That's the true evil.
look, all I'm going to say is I definitely want to spend more time with our lovely couch commentator.
Very valid. I think our couch commentator is also killing it. Or might try to enroll or respond with
I have
love
not
by trying to kill us.
I have not killed you enough yet. There is plenty more deaths to come, I am sure. The horrors of RNG will take you all.
No. It's already taken me twice. What more do you want? What more do you want from me?
One more
donuts,
time.
More. Immediate chanting.
You know, I was saying that Rizzler's like gonna have the good stats, but I don't think Lady Luck has shined kindly on Rizzler.
Just couldn't do it. Just could not canonize bad name good stats. Was impossible. Sorry, chat, it is official. Bad name means bad stats, and Rizzler is dead.
Damn.
You know, that's very unfortunate for Rizzler. Anyways. Get back up, buddy. You've got a job you need to do.
And that job is going to be in particular here in Melmond. What we're going to do is we're going to first after we blow up the canal with the nitro powder with the dwarves, they are so happy that we gave them TNT that we take all their loot. Dwarves should not keep capital from the people. And then what we end up doing is we sail over to Melmond and then we sell all of our completely legally gotten gains to the people of Melmond because they need it, because their lives have been ruined by the undead plague. So they definitely have the money to spare to buy all of our loose equipment. Great job. And then we go buy 2 copies of Thyraga, with which we will set the world on fire.
Rid the town of the evil fiend that's tormenting the good people of Melmond, the vampire down in the Earth Cave.
So
Yeah.
you're going to go light a vampire on fire.
Yep.
What is this, Van Helsing? Copyright, trademark, 2003.
Yes.
Starring
I feel like
Dante
we're
from
getting
Devil May
quiz.
Cry series.
I feel like we're just like answering the most randomest of quiz questions.
I wonder
Somehow.
Yeah.
I wonder where you'd get that feeling from.
Don't ask me what the most money-making show was. Just don't.
I don't know. I thought that was phenomenal. By the way, speaking of quiz questions, though, I do want to point out that we did get a correct answer donation, $5 from Axis, saying that Great Googly Moogly is from the Maggie and the Ferocious Beast cartoon, a classic, if I may say so myself. Yeah, absolutely, Axis. Thank you so much for that. You nailed it.
I've never watched that.
It's a cute kids show. It's a cute kids show.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, it was great. Good vibes.
So I think some people have like slightly different money routes, but I go there because the coil sword can be useful. Your warrior needs to deal damage. I don't think my warrior is dealing damage anytime soon here because my warriors like down 2 levels. Not that it might matter anymore.
It is just another few thousand gold, which really does help smooth out the next section of the game.
Yeah, I will also be picking it up, but I did have enough money to buy a silver bracelet.
That's a lot of money. That's actually a good buy. Ooh, actually, speaking of warrior not doing anything. No, that's the wrong target. Stop. Okay.
Yeah, I need to shore up my 78 hit point black mage. Jesus.
Yes, so Sanjan is at one of the bigger luck points in the game where on Earth Cave 3rd floor you were looking for one very specific encounter. You're looking for cockatrices. You're looking for some number of them, and you are looking for them to melee the fighter and the black belt and turn them to stone because, well, we're going to talk about the finest skill that a Final Fantasy 1 character can learn. That's right, we can learn, ultimate power, defense of the gods, rank 7. By turning your fighter and monk to stone, any single target effect now is a 75% chance to target them and do absolutely nothing. Just completely blank. Just whiffs. They miss.
Why is it 75%?
Why is it 75%, you may ask? Because Lady Luck has deigned that those be the probabilities for striking the first and second units in your party. There's a 50% chance to strike the leader, and there's a 25% chance to attempt to strike down the party member in the second slot. And if all of your party members are alive, or in this case, petrified, which is as good as alive to this game, you have a 12.5% chance to then try to strike down one of your black mages in horrible violence because they do not have a lot of hit points and barely understand what the concept of armor is.
So if Leggy didn't have so Leggy did do this on a different version of FF1. Why weren't they petrified during that run?
So the only other run that had used a petrified black mage or a petrified mage was in there's a petrified mage plan for NES where you used to petrify your black mage to get through specifically Lich 2 so that your black mage did not get nuked to death in a situation where you were unable to raise your black mage where you specifically needed it to get through the rest of the dungeon. But otherwise, petrified characters in every other version of Final Fantasy count as completely dead. Untargetable dead. So effect would
no
not...
experience point dead.
No experience point dead as well, which is actually important for our black belt in particular. Notably, Sanjan's fighter and black belt / monk will still be getting hit points going down. So ideally, you want them to be petrified for that reason. In other versions, they would not get experience or anything from it. Hello and goodbye to Vampire, catches a couple of Hyragas, and that's that for that. Leggy, of course, catches the ambush from the birds. One runs away immediately. One immediately goes after the black belt, which is actually really good because you want them to go after the monk first, usually. Makes life a lot easier. Now you just need your fighter to stop dodging, and now you've got 2 bricks, and you've got 2 bricks, and everyone's got bricks. This is perfect. That is some of the fastest bird petrifications I've seen in a Final Fantasy 1 run for both of our runners. That's pretty incredible.
Dropping a quick save just in case, because I don't want to have to do that again.
When I was learning this run and then specifically stopped running it thereafter because my focus for speedrunning is very up and down, the first time I got here, I got cockatrices on my very first encounter. I got 2 of them. They petrified both my fighter and my monk on the first turn. They then went and petrified one of my black mages before the other one could kill them. I then went into my menu to go get the gold needles that I forgot to buy because I was trying to do it without notes, and I was very embarrassed and reset and then never played again.
That would happen to me, you know?
Is that why
I
you're
get
a
that.
vengeful spirit and you're just like trying to ruin our day?
Probably.
Also, it pays well.
Ooh.
Wait, they're paying you?
Well, when you can,
Yeah.
when you
get
can,
paid to be a jerk?
when you can fix the casino because you're Lady Luck, you can do anything you want.
That's fair.
I'm loving the lore that is getting dropped today. I'm loving this lore that is happening here. Did y'all know that you were going to get Final Fantasy lore and Lady Luck lore in the same stream? This is a 2-for-1 deal, y'all.
notably minor deviation from Final Fantasy 1, literally every other version. You'll notice that both of our runners ran into Pisco Demons here on the 3rd floor of Earth Cave. They are here. That's normal. The abnormal thing is that you are allowed to run from them. It was and is, for every other version of Final Fantasy 1, a very long list of encounters that you are not allowed to run from. The game just says, no, fight this. Heck off. You don't get a choice. This version does away with that. You can run from every non-boss encounter and/or tile encounter in the game.
Yeah, I don't think Rizzler's having a good day.
Still double-digit hell. Sango not doing so well either. The game has adjudged that these names. The game has adjudged that these names are bad. And who am I to question the RNG?
That's what Lady Luck gives us, and that's what we gotta work with. Ye know.
Yeah.
Alright, I am doing like one more like little mini fetch thing, and that because we can't access an area, just the area where our friendly neighborhood boss is just at. We had to like go all the way out here.
I don't know what you're talking about. We beat the boss. We beat the vampire.
Oh yeah, that's true. But unfortunately, I guess we'll learn that the princess was in another castle or something like that.
Yeah.
That's how it always goes.
I can't believe you're giving us spoilers like that.
Well, you know what? If someone's ruining everyone's day, I deserve to join in at some point.
I appreciate that attitude about this. You go off. But more importantly,
Yeah,
if you actually talk to everybody, there is plot in this game.
Yeah, we're skipping a lot of the lore, unfortunately. But here's a piece of lore. This golem eats the gem that we got so that we can, or this a ruby, I should say, so that we can make it through.
Titans do enjoy eating rocks. That's just canonized as well. And he just walks right through the wall. He's like, I'm out. Walks right into the wall, through it.
That's definitely a mood.
Onward to bigger,
sometimes.
better things. Anywhere but here.
Yeah, any other world but here. That's very rude that I got poisoned.
Correct.
Leggy is on the slow climb out of Earth Cave. He has found a couple of double giant encounters and/or double bull encounters, both of which are quite good for golden experience at this juncture. We do need to get enough experience to be able to cast Fyraga 3 times by the time we get back to the bottom of Earth Cave in a little bit.
Each. 3 times. Each.
3 times. Times 2.
Yeah, if you like the Earth Cave, you'll see a good amount of it.
If you like the Earth Cave, you've never played Final Fantasy 1.
True.
Or you're me. Known Earth Cave liker. Thanks, randomizer.
It's amazing. I can't believe I'm dating an Earth Cave enjoyer.
Look, the lore, the Final Fantasy randomizer race lore is real and true and exceedingly powerful.
I think Deme has good taste. I would agree.
So, Jaypeg, anything to pull me out of this hole?
Yeah, absolutely. I do have some updates. First of all, we are 1,100 total towards our 15 puzzle first to 5 race. So what is that? I'm not that good at math. That is 1,900 to go, if I can do math. And why don't you prove me wrong and make that somewhere around, I don't know, like 1,500 to go. Let's see if we can get to halfway, y'all. Speaking of getting us to halfway, we have $5 from the Good Dave that reads, my favorite Final Fantasy boss is Bowser in Super Mario RPG. You know what? That's really, really valid. I think this is a completely valid and correct answer. And speaking of that $5, and that like 15 puzzle first to 5, I'm feeling a 5 pattern right here. Maybe we could get, I don't know, like a $5 donation train going for this Final Fantasy incentive, y'all. Do we think that we could get that rolling? We do have some other donations, like $25 from Anonymous saying, thank you to the runners for an exciting race. thank you for some exciting comments from all of you too, because this is hysterical. I'm having such a great time. And $50 from the Moogle Mogul that just says, Kupo!
Kupo.
Lupa.
Oh.
Good to
yes.
keep going?
Yes, go ahead, continue.
Oh, no, you are good. Let me just... we also have $25 from Aiko the Blue that says, good luck, have fun, Sanjan. Chaos RNG isn't real and can't hurt us as long as we study harder, right?
Me studying?
Understood.
That's a good one.
Look, studying is fake. You shouldn't do it. Says Dr. Leggy Starscream, actual PhD in real life.
Yeah, I don't want to stay in school. I want to cast fire and make the world burn. I want to cast Firaga.
Some fatales just want to watch the world burn.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to watch the world burn every time I get ambushed by tarantulas.
Oh, is this gonna be it?
Is this it? No, it's not going to be it. There's no
No!
way. It just runs away from you. Lady Luck shines upon you with the most.
You wanna
With the
explain?
most. Yes, I will explain. We are looking specifically for the final battle. We're going to spoil a little bit of the end of the game. We need some full heals. We need at least 3 of them, generally speaking, because we can pick up 3 of them throughout the course of the game. There are 2 in the Cardia Isles, and then 1 at the end of the game in the Chaos Shrine the Chaos Shrine loot room. Ultimately, you want to have at least 3 of them. A 4th one, though, does not go amiss to making sure that you get through the Chaos fight. And so Lesser Tigers can drop X potions at a very low rate. And of course, the way that the RNG is shined upon our runners at this point, there's certainly no way you would have gotten the drop anyway, so don't be too disappointed. Also, I do realize that we did have a donation for your favorite Final Fantasy boss, and of course I now must judge Bowser from Super Mario RPG, which clearly does not have Final Fantasy in the name, but Battle for Culex is the best Final Fantasy boss theme in Final Fantasy, so therefore, you get a pass. 10 out of 10. Well done, Bowser.
I have an important question because, yes, I would love to see more favorite boss suggestions come in. Are we going to include Kingdom Hearts bosses in the Final Fantasy boss debate at all?
Only Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 is the adjudication. Those are the ones with Final Fantasy characters in them.
Yeah, 3 doesn't have a... 3's the... 3's a different child.
3
Look,
got
if you can't
independent.
fight Sephiroth, it doesn't count.
I'm going to take that slogan for the rest of my life and apply it to everything else too. Thank you.
Good.
You know, I was gonna say earlier, I'm sorry, Leggy, I took your X potion luck.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
The tiger literally ran away from me.
Wait, it ran away?
Yeah!
I didn't even know tigers can run away.
So, fun fact in this game, in older versions of Final Fantasy I, enemies had a stat called Morale, which determined whether or not they'd run away from you based on your level versus their morale stat. In this version, because it's the Pixel Remaster and all 6 Final Fantasy games have to work on the same engine, they threw that mechanic out the window, and now all enemies just have a random chance to run away.
Oh.
It's just in their table. It's just in their action table.
Everybody can just skedaddle now. That's a fun change.
Well, except bosses.
I was gonna say, if there's like 0.01 chance a boss would run away, I would laugh. I would basically, I would cease to exist from laughter.
I mean, you can't even use insta-kill magic on bosses anymore. It's like I don't even know this game.
What's the point?
I did hit level 15 pretty early because I've been grinding like a lot and I got pretty lucky. Oh, I don't like these physical demons. Please Please don't hit. Please don't hit my mages. Except you can maybe hit Rizzler, because... Sorry, Rizzler.
Yeah, I'm like at 14 and 15 on my mages. Like, I've also been taking encounters, but I haven't gotten the best ones. I've gotten some good ones, to be fair. But I've also taken some garbage packs.
I generally try to go for like larger packs and then like some of the high level packs. Like it might vary, like based on or from runner to runner.
Yeah. Also, it just depends on like how spicy I'm feeling at the time.
It, basically, like when you like do speedruns of Rizzler, no. Anyways, when you do runs of this, you kind of like develop this vibe of feeling it out, like XP wise. Like, do you want to play risky, and do you want to like play safe, or do you just want to full send it? Please don't die.
And if you are trying to PB and your PB is under 2 hours, and you're doing PB attempts, you are full sending it basically 100% of the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the RNG does things like this where Jadon gets punched directly in the face and dies because he takes a 2-hitter for 130. And so on Sanjan's redive of Earth Cave, I put another tally mark on the piece of paper.
Okay, thanks for running away, Troll. I mean, like, sure, I guess.
Oh hey, I just had one of those too. Okay, there's 15 on both.
I'm currently winning
I'm gonna try not to use an extra Banara. I bought a lot of ethers, more than usual.
So of note, both of our runners have used the rod, which was the gift from Sarda, to reach all the way down here to the bottom of Earth Cave, where we're going to find the real final boss. Here's Lich, and Lich is going to be has one of the most interesting mechanics. Normally, in every other version of Final Fantasy, there's a fixed spell table, so Lich's first spell is always Blizzara. 100% of the time, if Lich chooses to cast a spell, that spell is Blizzara. But now, since the table is completely randomized and you can cast any spell in any order, Lich may choose to be kind and gentle and not ice your party down horrendously. In this case, however, Rizzler's taking a nice long nap and then getting the deep freeze. Down goes Rizzler. Notably, neither of Leggy's black mages can survive a Blizzara. They are at 130 and 105 hit points. Lady Luck truly has shined upon your black mages. If Lady Luck wants to see you fail horrendously. Speaking of failing horrendously, Sanjan has taken the fall to a second AoE spell, so...
That's number 4.
6 for the team at this point.
Alright, please be nice.
Both are runners.
Please have mercy on me, Lady Luck.
Lich casting slow is very merciful. Fire. See, look, Rizzler survived with 1 hit point from that fire up. 1 hit point. The last, most important hit point is still there.
Well, you know, Rizzler, if you survive this, you can have a cookie, I guess.
And Leggy will be our first. Leggy will be our first runner through Lich, but only just.
And Jadon's still taking... Never mind. I suppose I'll be here for a little longer. I guess Lady Luck was really not a fan of Rizzler.
Oh, what's the timer at, by the way?
You are at 58 minutes and 24 seconds right now.
Alright, somehow or Lich, you know, not, like, going to set the leaderboard on fire, but very good for a marathon run.
Yeah, our marathon estimate is completely generous because, I mean, the game is Lady Luck.
There is a little bit of randomness in this run, as is required of most RPG speedruns.
Yeah.
But yes, now that Leggy has escaped from Earth Cave and the horrors of the mustiness, and is back in the sunlight, we are going to walk back over to our ship. And normally they would tell you, "Hey, there's a bunch of sages over in Crescent Lake. They like you and want to talk to you."
Did I miscount? Okay, I must have miscounted, but it worked out in my favor.
Oh,
Poor Rizzler.
You know, Rizzler is just having a very bad day. Truly unfortunate. Truly.
Yeah, that sucks for Rizzler. Anyways.
One might even call it a little unlucky.
Hey, speaking of luck, do we have time for a donation or two?
Sure.
Because I have one that is $5 from a certain Demarine. I would like to let our runners know that I, Lady Luck, have finished a second run of Balatro because my luck far outstrips theirs. Now, who could that possibly be? We also have $5 from Shoujo that says, "Don't tell Aiko I'm on my phone." Oops, sorry, I probably shouldn't have read that one, but thank you so much for the $5 donation. But y'all, speaking of these $5 donations, do make sure that when you are sending those in for our Dono Train, that you are selecting the incentive for the 15 first to 5 race. So thank you so much for those. We also have $5 from Ganomex that says, "My favorite boss is Hesperos from Asphodelos, the 4th Circle in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, no, it's okay. We believe you.
Yeah, no, that's Dracula.
Yeah.
I truly have heard of the critically acclaimed MMORPG FF14.
The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV now with free trial up to level 70, including the award-winning expansions Heavensward and Stormblood.
Hey, if anyone wants to donate like a long version of that to make me read it, I absolutely will.
Okay.
Anyway, it's time to turn my fighter's equipment into cash because where we're going, we don't need that anymore.
What are the mechanics of getting the equipment off of a petrified fighter, by the way?
I think you just take it off, because, it's not the gear that turned to stone.
Yeah. Why am I getting ambushed by low-level encounters?
Because there is still a very small chance that you get encounter ambushes from low-level encounters this Final Fantasy. Enjoy your ambush, by the way. You're welcome.
Thank you, Lady Luck.
There you go. See, now you show your appreciation, and now maybe you'll get some better encounter luck. Or not.
Well, we have 2 more encounters before I reach the next town, so...
But these at least can kill you if they ambush you, so they're not low level anymore.
True. There's some scary encounters in here that when they decide to, they'll just chomp, ruin your life.
Also, I have double-checked, and yes, the Flesh to Stone spell from D&D only works on flesh and not armor. Go figure. So you get to Crescent Lake, they give you a canoe, and they tell you, hey, there's a fiend of fire, there is Carrie. The greatest fire fiend of them all, well, she's Marilith in this version, because they were actually able to use the D&D names and didn't have to worry about copyright anymore.
Or character limits.
Thanks TSR, or... thanks Wizards of the Coast? Is it thanks Hasbro now? Not sponsored, by the way.
It's both.
Is it all of them? All of the above? Great. Perfect. Ship it. No notes. But yeah, so normally what you would do is that if you listen to the sages, you're going to go into the volcano and fight the Fiend of Fire, but these are speedrunners, and they know that there's a far greater prize in this little part of the world. We actually know of the secret tech to go get the floater stone, which lets you get an airship. So to heck with the volcano, Carrie can wait. She'll be there later. Marilyn is big chillin' for being on fire at least, and then we're gonna go and get our flying boat in a minute. Well, a few minutes.
If you pay attention to the lore and the opening text scroll, you will notice that Marilith is the only fiend who is not mentioned to be actively destroying the world right now. She's being very sleepy and tired right now. We don't want to wake her up.
Is she eepy?
She is eepy, in the way that only a fiend of the elements can be.
Does she have a tummy ache too?
She's enjoying her vacation.
Is she eepy? Does she have like a tummy ache?
Yeah, she has the cute girl disease. Tummy hurts too much.
Tummy hurts too much. Of note, this is a change from some of the later versions of Final Fantasy, by the way, is that Leggy ran into and chose to kill because it is an exceedingly lucrative encounter. The Red Carib White Croc encounter there. It is normally, in the original Final Fantasy, it was actually only encountered on Northern Continent later in the game. But for some reason, they saw fit to bring it down here because the devs love you and want you to get absolutely obliterated by enemies in this area, apparently.
I mean, it's certainly a form of love.
I, for one, do not like this army of Crocs and Hydras.
Yeah, Crocs
Especially when our friendly neighborhood Rizzler
will get one shot. Will get one shot by them. Hydras and Gators are both 3-hitters, and they hit very hard. And of course, if your mages don't have armor, they will get absolutely obliterated.
Look, I've just been playing some multi-worlds recently. You just need to get all the Hydras back.
If you tell me that the Hydra is your favorite Final Fantasy boss, I'm going to make faces at you.
Oh god, no. It's not even in my top 5.
Good. Faces.
I think your top 5 bosses.
Well, frick. I didn't think we'd get this far. I have a soft spot for Ultros. Because I've got a relationship kind of depending on that one.
Good,
Love
good.
you, Tara. you know, Final Kafka's great.
Okay. Doing well so far.
Beatrix FF9.
Okay.
I mean, it's not Chaos, but let me tell you that. That fight is brutal in every version of this game.
Oh, why do you not love Chaos?
Why do you not love the Lady Luck boss?
Because sometimes in a relationship, you like different things, and that's okay.
That's very,
I
very
agree with
wise.
that. You know, a little difference makes the world go round.
Speaking of some differences and some interesting things, do we have time for a couple donations?
Sure.
Absolutely. I have $10 from Mitty Fox that says, "This run is awesome to watch. Hopefully this donation doesn't ambush you all too much and you can continue to fighter your way through. Kudos to you both." And then we have $70 from Zokubun that reads, "Did you know that the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Stormblood expansion up to level 70 with no restrictions on playtime? Sign up and enjoy Elzia today." By the way, all of those W's were included. I do want that extremely clear. But on that note, our donation incentive for the 15 puzzle first to 5 race, okay, I can't do it with that long, it hurts, is at 1,180 out of 3,000. So we have less than 2,000 to go. Y'all keep those donations coming in and make sure that you select the incentive when you do donate.
I think I need RCS. I need an adult.
I am an adult. I am Lady Luck.
Yeah, I don't think the Goat in the Sky can help.
More importantly, we're going to talk about a slight mechanical difference in Final Fantasy 1 at this point. Normally, when you get to this point, you see the screen that Sanjan has just hopped off of. There is and that like he's about to hop onto. There is a little octagonal stone there. And normally what you can do is, in other versions, encounters are tied to tiles. So in pretty much every other version of Final Fantasy, you spend a little bit of time here walking back and forth off of the tile in front of said floater stone, fighting a bunch of these evil eyes because they go down smooth and easy and give you a pile of money and experience. They generally don't fight back pretty fiercely, and if they do, you heal yourself, because they cast Thundara for 80 damage. In this version, we can't do that, because encounters are now tied to the actual chests and or items. The only exception is actually this particular encounter right here, which Leggy is in, which happens after you fall through the hole in the floater stone room. It is actually a respawning sprite that you talk to because it blocks the door. So ultimately, you can only fight the eye once, which is why we do a lot of fighting of other encounters along the way, because we gotta get that experience somehow. So this is how you end up doing it.
Don't ask about what happened on my screen.
I see Rizzler has done his best.
Rizzler went up 30 HP. I am so happy for Rizzler.
I mean,
I love that for you.
Jadon's over 200 at this point already.
Is that Jadon the Black Mage or Jadon the Monk?
No, they're both actually. Jadon the Black Mage
Yes.
is actually winning right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, that happens
Jadon-
sometimes. It's wild.
You know, Jadon just decided, or Jadon, I guess there's a Jadon Jr. and a Jadon Sr., I guess.
Leggy has the more normal HP distributions for your Black Mages at like 132 and 159. And Sanjan has the standard 141, which is generally what you expect here, and then a high roll. The only high roll we've seen so far this run.
I mean, we could have Jadon the Stronger and Jadon the Wiser.
True. So you're thinking Jadon the Wiser is actually the monk, and Jadon the Stronger is actually, the mage.
At
You
least
read
this,
my mind.
At least this time.
Just for this time. So I'm pretty much heading out of the ice cave right now.
Quick saving across the river system because crocodiles can one-shot a Black Mage.
Neochus also can one-shot a Black Mage. Why are these down here, Square developers? What were you thinking?
They were
How did
thinking,
they walk on
oh,
water?
frick. They were thinking, we totally forgot to add 2 separate encounter packs for the northern and southern river system. Whoops!
So is that why Ochus can walk on water?
They actually
they're semi-aquatic.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, Ochus tend to live in swamps in other Final Fantasy games. That's canonized from Final Fantasy X, in fact. Where they poison you and then beat the living heck out of you with their tentacle sings. They're
Oh hey, more Buccaneers! Right on time!
right on time.
Please run. No. You know, at least Jadon could take a beating.
Hey, so you know how we can flag around in this boat?
Are we retiring
What
the
if we
boat?
Yeah, what if we actually flew in a boat?
A boat that flies, even.
Is there a name for that? Has that ever been done?
Yeah, it's a skyboat.
A skyboat?
Skyboat.
Skyboat.
It's not an airboat?
Some people call it an airship, but I think that's a little weird. Called
Yeah.
Skyboat because you have Ocean Boat from earlier in the game. So why wouldn't it just be Skyboat?
You're so right and valid for that, actually. Thank you.
Speaking of Ochu, okay. I got ambushed by an Ochu.
See, our wonderful host knows how to suck up to Lady Luck.
Because my luck in real life is atrocious, and I have to seize the opportunity. I need you to understand that.
That's so fair and valid of you.
Well
That is
done.
so valid of you. You're doing better than us.
You should see my D&D rolls and then come back to me.
Fair.
This race sponsored by Lady Luck. Lady Luck, because your D&D rolls are very bad and you need my help.
I'm finally getting my ship, but we'll I just read J-Dawn as JSON, and I'm just like, what kind of code am I trying to write? God.
The cursed
It's late.
kind.
That's my excuse.
Look, I don't want to think about that till tomorrow.
Neither do I.
So Leggy has gone and grabbed the X potion, the elixir, and a pile of money out of the Cardi Isles, stealing from the dragons because dragons should not keep capital from the people. And now we're going to sail up to the waterfall cave, where there's rumors that there is a star that fell and landed directly in the middle of this waterfall for some reason.
Oh, you do that a different way. I actually go to the cave immediately, and then I go grab the potions like later, like after or just before Kraken. Spoilers, just before something else that happens.
Yeah.
Am I sorry for spoiling it? Not really. I'm here to ruin I mean, if Lady Luck is trying to ruin my day, then I can ruin everyone else's day.
Look, all I'm gonna say is if you're worried about spoilers for Final Fantasy I, a 30-year-old game, gotta go bye.
Oh god, I don't like this.
Yeah, but actually one of the interesting things about the Pixel Remaster is that there are, at this point, a couple of different variants on routing, some of which are pretty established, but you've got some runners who are, you know, a bit of a stickler to our off-meta plays.
Yeah, you'll see me just generally take mostly like meta plays, but I think Leggy does some stuff a little bit different from what I do. But you know, difference. We at Freddy Fatales enjoy seeing a lot of different things.
Gotta mix it up, showcase different routes, different strategies. You know.
That's the fun of it.
And actually, that's one of the things I really appreciate about this game is that there is that little bit of room for flexibility in how you want to handle things, where you personally think the routing works best for your playstyle.
Yeah, like actually, like generally, like in a PB attempt, I would play really aggressive. Like I would, well, basically, my PB would require me to literally full send everything, left, right, and center.
Yep.
If I want to hope to beat it, which is if you ask me, it's kind of cursed.
Yeah, like, PB attempts in this game often are, if I do not make it all the way to, Elfland after getting the ship on the first try with enough money to buy all the resources I need to go directly to Marsh Cave, that's a reset.
Yeah, I think I did like a day of resets, and I didn't like get past the Elflands, like not even once, and I'm just like, man, this is my life now.
And there's a reason I don't grind this game.
And so we are.
Yeah, but Lady Luck is making me grind this. Lady Luck's making us grind this game or do this for. Why did I do this?
For my amusement, clearly. Why else would you do it? Lady Luck must be pleased at all times. More importantly, though, in this particular cave, we get the warp cube, but we also do get the most important item that we can probably get in the game. We get the first of our 3 ribbons. Ribbons have 1 defense. They're terrible armor. They're very much useless against physical strikes, but they give you magic resistance to every element, having the damage from every elemental type spell in the game, and completely protecting you from every single status effect in the game. This is exceedingly important. There are 3 of them in the game, and we're getting them all.
I've done the bingo where I've forgotten one of the ribbons, and let me tell you, it's not great.
Hey, do we have a second for a incentive update?
Sure.
Absolutely. So we are at 1,270 out of 3,000. We are just a little bit under Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so bad at math, but y'all chat if you want to make me even worse. But oh, we are at 1,372 while I am talking about this. This is so exciting. So we are getting really close to that halfway mark, that 1,500. We do have to hit 3,000 by the end of this run, y'all. So I want to see those donations rolling in. Make sure you are selecting the incentive when you do donate. Speaking of some Final Fantasy donations, though, we have $5 from Nathan the Lucario saying, my favorite boss in Final Fantasy has to be the final boss of Bravely Second. That counts because the Bravely games were based off of Final Fantasy The Four Heroes of Light, right? I love that all of the bosses have been not actually
I was
Final
point
Fantasy
that out. I'm just
bosses.
like, is it opposite day or something?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's make that a theme. I want to see donations about, your favorite Final Fantasy boss or bosses that you think should have been in Final Fantasy or that you think fit the bill. I want to keep seeing this pattern going. We also have $10 from Static Crowbar that reads, donating because I should not keep capital from the people, but also because we need that 15 puzzle race. Let's make it happen, chat. Absolutely, chat. Y'all, I believe in you until the very end. Every single moment of this, you are doing so great, and I know you can do this. So let's see those donations rolling in.
So, on the note of off-meta Final Fantasy boss picks, my favorite has to be the 3% Steel and Octopath Traveler Therian route.
Oh my god. I think my other favorite one is grinding for a 3% encounter for single story speedruns in Octopath.
Yep. What is it with Octopath and 3%?
I think 30% is just like some kind of magical calculation number or something. Who knows?
So you're saying it's math?
It feels nicer than 1% when you have a chance to succeed, because then it makes you feel like you've got a chance.
So you're saying I've got a chance?
Well, yes. That's what I do. Everything is chance. I'm Lady Luck.
Hey, speaking of Lady Luck,
I'm gonna be on the couch tonight, aren't I?
Well, Jeremy, what's your judgment on the Bravely default boss that donator mentioned? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, we need that grade.
The Bravely default games are Final Fantasy games. Yes, they're based loosely on job systems in the Four Heroes of Light. You're correct. I find that the bosses of Bravely Second are the best. They're fine bosses, and they're all a little weird. So, 10 out of 10. Well done. A good favorite boss.
Oh, what about Apollo from Saga 2? That's definitely on my list.
You're definitely sleeping on the couch tonight. Oof.
Wait, why is that boss terrible? I want to know.
Oh no, I love Apollo. And the speedrun strat is incredible. He's our long man.
The speedrun strat is you shoot him with laser guns because it pierces damage resistance.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I run out of the town? Whatever. I'll take y'all's word for it.
Okay, fine. Apollo gets a 10 out of 10 because his melting sprite is utterly incredible. Well done, good job, you pass.
Am I allowed to submit my own to this?
You may, and Lady Luck will judge you.
Oh, don't worry, Lady Luck. I know that this is going to get a bad grade. Submitting least favorite boss, and I'm going to go with the Kingdom Hearts Edge here. I'm going to say that it is Clayton and the Chameleon from Kingdom Hearts 1 because that thing's terrible and I never want to see it again. Chameleon cute, boss fight, horrible, painful. Please end my suffering. So that is my suggestion.
It's okay because it's a chameleon and you can't see it anyway. Can't see it out of 10. Maybe if you put a bag over your head, it can't see you either.
Y'all, if you hear crinkling, mind your business, okay? I'll cut to my hole so I can keep reading donations.
These are fire opinions, you know. I would say my least favorite, most annoying boss has to be from Legends Arceus, the Giratina fight.
Oh god, yeah.
Like, dear heavens, I hated that fight.
So my favorite part of that fight is the YouTube compilations of streamers reacting to that fight.
Is it just a compilation of YouTube streamers getting absolutely owned on their streams? Because that's what this sounds like.
Well, so... Are we allowed to spoil Legends Arceus?
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
It is a little recent, but
yeah.
we didn't just warn the chat to cover their ears.
Yeah. Let's just say, you know, people had some fantastic reactions for reasons that if you know, you know. And I'll just leave it at that.
That's fair.
If you know, you know. I hate that. I hate those bosses. That was like playing through it casually, and on top of Legends Arceus' system, it was just like, dear heavens, I can't take this.
Yeah, Arceus was a super cool game. I hope they do not bring back the combat system for Pokemon Za.
I'm sorry,
know, that's the way I'm pronouncing that
seriously.
Yes.
Oh, we do?
Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say, if we have a second, that we do have some more Final Fantasy boss donations rolling in, as well as an update on that incentive. We are at $1,415.27 into our $3,000 incentive. So, y'all, you are so close to that halfway mark. Thank you so much. We do have $5 from Dijon Ketchup that says, my favorite Final Fantasy boss is a platinum trophy from Final Fantasy 13. $25 from Library Nerd that says, my favorite Final Fantasy boss is Billy Zane from Kingdom Hearts. And $5 from Greta Ice Vixen that says, my favorite definitely Final Fantasy boss is Galdera from Final Path Fantasy Traveler. I love when Sanjan absolutely owned it while blindfolded at the last event. More content, please. 15 puzzles.
15 puzzles are
Goldie
fantastic.
Waldy is a great boss.
Goldie Waldy.
It's it's slightly spoilerish, but especially more so in the first one than the second, but we'll leave it at that.
So
Just as a quick runner update, our runners are in Sea Shrine. There's two parts to this particular area. This area actually does require a little bit of menuing skill because the enemies are weak against different things between fire, ice, and blizzard magic, so they'll see them switching rapidly back and forth between them and turning off auto battle as fast as possible a lot of the time. We go down to the bottom and we grab a diamond bracelet for armor for eventually it'll be our monk, because mermaids should not be allowed to keep capital from the people. We also grab the Rosetta Stone because we need translation software because they definitely created cell phones in Stranger of Paradise, and then we're going to go down and kill Kraken. There is your Final Fantasy update. Jaypeg, back to you.
perfect. Okay, so we have $7.77 from OCP that says, this donation causes massive damage. Wait, wrong game. And $20 from Samantha Tigress that says, you've got this, Sanjan. So seriously, also, if you want to send some love to our amazing runners, or maybe even, hey, Lady Luck is here. Do y'all want to start placing some bets on that first to 5 incentive of who's going to make it first to 5? Can we also get that? Those donations going towards that incentive happening, and also letting us know who you think is gonna win. We also have $50 from Tharpy just saying, thank you, runners. Thank you, Tharpy.
So,
I'm just gonna say Team Tiamat. Team Tiamat stays winning.
yeah, all I'm going to say with regards to placing those bets, to, set up the house edge. Before stream, Sanjan and I were discussing, and we're both in agreement that the probable outcome of today's races are that they will win the FF1 race, but I've got the edge on the 15 puzzle.
Well, then we have to make it happen.
Which is obviously equally prestigious.
Yeah, and we have to make it happen.
I believe in you, Chad. I'm going to start believing you instead. I feel like I've come around on this. You have Lady Luck behind you, so even just a couple of dollars will help the cause immensely. Also, I do have to judge Dijon. I have to judge Dijon horribly. I can't believe your favorite boss is Adam Mantoys.
We've got a direct
I had a
call
tough time with Adam Mantoys and FF13, that big turtle is tough, I'm just saying.
Not actually 10 out of 10. I'm sorry. I can't do it. 9.5. Hug a turtle.
Oh, by the way, just as an update, y'all, we are $10, well, less than $10 under the halfway mark. We are at $1,490.27 out of that $3,000. So, y'all, we are super duper close to the halfway mark. I know y'all got this. And now you have Lady Luck on your side.
Keep saying it's your favorite totally Final Fantasy bosses to judge. And Dame, what do you think of our friend Galdi Waldi? Or I guess more me and Leggy's friends, Galdi Waldi.
You did the thing. I had to reset a bunch for that fight. That's all. A bunch. Many times. Multiple times.
So is that a reset out of 10? Is that a reset out of 10?
Oh, yeah, it's a 10 resets out of 10.
10 resets out of 10?
Very well done, yes. Also, the music for that fight is also a 10 out of 10, which helps the cause a lot.
All I'm going to say on that fight is I've only done it once when I was doing a stream incentive to do the Valdera Percent's walkthrough following the speedrun strats on stream, where I actually sat down and finally read the lore after speedrunning Octopath for a year.
There's lore in Octopath Traveler.
That's the right order.
There's lore in Octopath Traveler the first and in the second. There's lore everywhere.
I need to go back and play Octopath 2 and hang out with my, absolutely incredible boy. God, what's his name again? The merchant too.
Oh, Particio? Yeehaw!
Yeah. Particio, my cowboy communist.
Can y'all please... that yeehaw was so good. Can y'all please donate to get all yeehaw for you? It just I want to get some yeehaw donations in now too. That just killed me.
As a note for our runners, they are simul pulling Kraken right now.
That's awesome.
The absolute least dangerous of the four fiends, unless he decides to attack one of your black mages, because he will kill them.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. I brought this upon you, Lady Luck, and blessed your run with a dead black mage. Pleased to be enjoying the dead black
Lady
mage.
Luck?
Very easily.
Oh God.
Why?
For my amusement.
Why would you do this to us?
The other thing, though, is that Kraken does not actually have a damaging ability. It spams ink otherwise. So as long as it does not punch your black mages, you are fine.
This was a very Yee-Naw moment.
Of note, I just want to make sure that both of you know that I am very magnanimous and I've killed black mages on both sides. Rizzler, your name is awful. Bingle, I'm actually sorry.
Whoever donated for Rizzler, I'm kind of judging you right now.
What do you mean, kinda? I'm vehemently judging.
I'm saying kinda because they actually, pulled money for the cause.
The name is fine. It's a fine name. It's just, as names go.
I happen to like the name Rizzler because every time you say it, I start laughing to myself.
That alone made it all worth it.
Aww. Hey, you know what else makes it worth it? Just for a quick update, y'all. We are at $1,505 out of $3,000 on that incentive. So we are officially past the halfway mark, which means it is all downhill. It's the easy part now, but don't let that stop your roll right now. We have so much more to go on this, and I believe in you. Speaking of, we have $15 from the Agent Zero. The only thing that would make a 15 square puzzle better is if it was a magic square. Am I right or am I right? Math makes everything better.
No, I hate math. Don't ask me to do math during a speedrun. Most of the time it just doesn't go well. Ironic, because I've speedrun Pokemon and then I just use all my brain power speedrun in Pokemon because I had to math.
Yeah, I don't math in Pokemon, I just let everyone else do the math for me.
That's also
I guess
fair.
there was the one time I did do a routing in Pokemon.
I just
Like, for the
navigate
most
all.
part, I just let everyone else do it.
I just navigate all my speedruns completely by feel, by vibes even.
Vibes.
Vibes-based speedrunning is the way to go, and
It
sometimes
is.
some days the vibes are immaculate, and you do really well.
So, we should probably stop and mention that I'm about to pick up the most powerful spell in Final Fantasy 1.
Flare?
Yeah.
Ultima?
Life 2?
Nope.
Ultima's a
Forehead
good one,
kiss?
though.
That's a good one.
That
I don't know. I
we-
just want that to be a
we're-
spell.
We're stealing that one for Super Lesbian Animal RPG. When I have to do commentary for that. So thanks, Jaypeg. I will give you credit and royalties. Dad, no, it's haste. Haste is the most powerful spell in Final Fantasy 1. All that it does is it doubles the amount of hits that a fighting character does with the fight command. So essentially what it does is you point it, we're going to point it at our monk a bunch later in the run and say, do double damage, and the monk's going to be like, heck yeah, I love doing double damage.
I mean, who doesn't love doing double damage?
Lady Luck does not love when your characters do double damage.
Yeah, because that means Lady Luck is losing out on
That means Lady Luck is
Money.
losing out on time for Chaos to cast Flare on you over and over, and that's terrible.
Counterpoint. What if Chaos casts haste?
And Chaos still has to go and punch the black belt in the face. It takes 2 turns.
Well, that's your domain.
It's so slow, so inefficient.
Why did I
If
do that?
If only there was some way for me to manipulate the RNG and ruin everything.
I mean, there's tons of those.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm buying haste too, but Leggy and I were pretty much going to take very divergent paths here.
Yep, I'm in a volcano.
I'm off to I'm off to a town where I needed to use a Rosetta Stone for translation, so...
So, here's my secret Final Fantasy lore. So if you go to Lefane without first learning to speak the language, their language is consisting of 1 word, 4 letters, 2 syllables, Lupa. My personal belief is that it is just the Proto-Moogle language. I got greedy.
That's an interesting headcanon, I have to say.
I have some donations that transcend language with a very specific special word in them if we have a moment.
Yeah.
Sure.
We have $50 from Terrafecta that says, can we get another yeehaw? And $50.
Yeehaw!
Yeah! Weehaw, baby. Weehaw. $50 from Abe that says, yeehaw! Watching at night with my husband and loving the commentary. Best of luck to Sanjan and Leggy Starscream in this run. I think that
Yeah, you can have another one on the house for that one.
Yeah! Don't let us have yeed our last haw, by the way. I would love to see these, like, the yeehaws keep coming in. And chat, you can yeehaw with us as well. It's a wee-haw in here.
Yeah, we got cowboy emotes, now's the time to spam them. Spam them and donate, so that, you can watch all of us suffer doing puzzles, especially me.
And I cannot stress this enough. Ah. Okay.
So I'm heading to the Mirage Tower, the home of our friendly neighborhood Dwagon. And I think Leggy should already be beating up the lady in the volcano.
Yeah, I just pulled Marilith.
Gotcha.
Tiamat's
Oh, what did I
girlfriend.
see from that?
So yes, Marilith is not exceedingly dangerous, but it's time to resurrect the monk from stone status to deliver some fisticuffs and violence here. You'll notice that we are stacking a bunch of different buffs on the black belt. The monk is getting hasted, is getting even-tempered. And the other thing that we stole from the mermaids, because mermaids should not keep capital from the people, is that down in the Sea Shrine there were Giant's Gloves. And what Giant's Gloves cast is a spell called Saber, which increases... It's a D&D spell, right? So, of course, it's very silly in that way. But what it does is it directly increases the attack power of just the caster. So for us to be able to cast it on the monk needs these giant gloves, holds them up high in the air and goes, I am exceedingly powerful, and then gets more punching power. However, Carrie can go down and Merilith can still, like, you know, punch, can stun touch, can paralyze and or just kill the black belt out of hand, and in this case has gone down and 6 hit the black belt twice. That's a lot of damage. Even with the ribbon and the diamond armlet, the black belt just dies, and like he has to take a reset here in a very unexpected spot. Lady Luck strikes when you least expect it.
All I'm going to say is, wait, y'all put the Sea Shrine ribbon on your monk?
I do. I put the diamond armlet on the monk.
I mean, I put the diamond armlet directly on the monk, but I don't usually need to worry about the ribbon there. And
oh, yeah, I don't put the ribbon on the monk.
Yeah. Apparently, Hold goes through ribbons, because Dingle also got the stun through a ribbon.
Yeah, Really? I thought... Are we learning something new? Is this a this has never happened before moment?
3 out of 256
You
times.
said it.
You said the line. Said the line. Three
I
or
said the line.
as those of us in the randomizer and or original Final Fantasy 1 communities would say, 3 out of 256 times it works every time.
Mm-hmm.
Weird programming thing in Final Fantasy for the NES where there was a chance to critical with things like instant death spells where they would hit even if you resisted them. It was intended to be 1 in 256, but due to a small programming glitch in the source code, which was discovered by decompiling the code, it actually turns out that there were 3 spots in the table that caused critical effects to happen like that. So there's a 3 in 256 chance that your status effect and or instant death spell in NES would ignore your ribbon or other resistance item.
This feels like Gen 1.
It is.
It is very Gen 1.
Yo, shoutouts to Gen 1 messes, my be hated.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's never ruined a speedrun before for anybody, ever. I'm sure.
It hasn't ruined any of my speedruns in Gen 1.
It doesn't exist.
It's not real and it can't hurt you.
Yeah. You can't have a speedrun ruined if you never speedrun the game.
That's
I feel like
wise.
I'm gonna regret running from this. Okay.
I mean, what's the worst thing they're gonna do? Spam needles at you and annoy you? Like...
What floor are you on?
I am on floor 3.
Mirage or
Mirage.
Sky Cave?
The sky pillar thingy-majigger.
Okay.
Where Rayquaza is, clearly.
Well, importantly, you're coming up on the 4th floor of the Floating Fortress, which is the Infinite Maze. But beyond that lurks the most hype potential we have in Final Fantasy 1.
I should have known what y'all were talking about.
War mech.
Boy.
War mech. War
I've
mech.
only seen it once in my run.
War mech.
I'm just gonna laugh every time Rizzler dies and be like low-key like, yeah, that was well deserved.
Yeah.
Do you want to explain what War Mech is and why it's hype?
So War Mech is the rarest encounter in Final Fantasy 1. It only shows up on this particular screen, and we're only going to get 2 encounters between here and Tiamat, and Sanjan has burned through both of them. So no War Mech for Sanjan, but it's such a rare encounter that it is completely unexpected. And if you go back to 2023 last year at RPG Limit Break, Leggy and I, our very good friend and compatriot on the RPG Valkyries, and generally great person, Kaguya Nikki, had a run-in with the robot, had a battle with the beast, got blown up pretty good actually before running away from the legend itself, War Mech.
All right, I don't think I think we're on a little bit of a tragic HP situation for our friend here, but we'll see what happens.
Is this your first try on Tiamat?
Yeah. Well, it's a little higher than normal, but Rizzler's just being average. Oof. Okay.
How did Jadon survive that hit? That was a 274. Goodness me. Has 278.
Jadon's a go, apparently.
278 hit points, for goodness sakes. Oh, dead now. Probably fine. Probably nothing to worry about.
Fine.
I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
Poison gas could go off.
True.
Tiamat
How many
knows
deaths is that for me? 5?
Yeah, I think you're winning 5-4 at this point. We've had 9 total deaths between the two of you. Bingle gets hammered here. Bingle gets hammered by these stone golems. That's not great.
Yeah, luckily we're not donating per character death, otherwise, boy, this would get expensive quickly.
Yeah, this game can get very pricey at that point.
Speaking of donations, do we have time for a quick update?
Sure.
We are at $1,635.27 out of that $3,000 incentive for the 15 puzzle first of 5 race. So we are, can I do math? We are less than 1,400 to go. You are absolutely making this happen. Thank you so much for that. And speaking of making this happen, we have $5 from a familiar name, Demarine. Lady Luck here. I would like to let you know that I have rolled 5 6s on these 6-sided dice again without cheating. My luck is, as always, immaculate. I wonder who that could be. Lady Luck, do you have anything to say?
I would like to say that all allegations of my cheating are greatly exaggerated, and just because I can manipulate the odds a little bit to ruin these runners' days does not mean that I am cheating or bending or breaking the rules in any way. That is all.
Calm down, Dream.
Getting lucky is not a crime, okay? I mean, I'll respect that. Getting lucky isn't a crime.
Oh, that's a good one, too.
It is not illegal to be lucky, that's true.
That is a very specific reference to an event in the Pokemon speedrunning community.
I am completely not involved with
I
that
had to
community.
segue into that. I'm so sorry.
I'm completely not involved with the Pokemon speedrunning community in any way, but when I saw that, I was just so terribly amused. These are the things that Leggy shows me from the Pokemon speedrunning community.
Look, I know it's bad.
Is it your party's hit points? Because dang.
Look, the monk hit points are present. The monk has hit points of some variety.
Yep. So does both of your black belts have hit points of some variety. You still have a mage in the 140s.
I don't want to talk about it.
We should talk about it.
No, we really shouldn't, because people might notice that I forgot to heal the black mage who only has 140 hit points.
It's fine. As long as I can get a couple of tempers off beforehand, it's fine. Nothing bad will happen.
Look, I don't like throwing for content.
But
Leggy's trying to get out of this game that you have created for us.
And that's number 10.
Chad, I hope you're keeping up with the tally as well.
Go Tiamat. Tiamat is annoying just because Tiamat spams high-powered AoE abilities, and even with ribbons, they hit for over 100 damage apiece. Has Thunderbolt, has Poison Gas, has Blizzara, so can and will just let it rock pretty much at will through this fight, because she feels like it. Occasionally she'll attack the fighter, and then you thank Lady Luck for letting her attack the fighter, but it doesn't happen often enough.
Or you...
Or?
I was gonna say you get lucky and your high potion goes off, and then Tiamat decided to take a chomp out of Moroku.
Tiamat was like, enough of that.
Tiamat was like, no, please stop. Try again.
Wait till Tiamat to let Leggy finally have fun again.
And that's 11.
That's 2.
Tiamat is having fun. She's playing with her food.
That's so true.
After Tiamat goes down, I think Leggy should talk about the most elaborate headcanon that she has with Tiamat and Carrie.
Look, I would just link my pinned post on x.com, but I don't use that website anymore.
That makes me laugh really hard. I don't know why. I do end up here at a higher level, which theoretically means... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whatever, doesn't matter. That I should have an easier time, but... No, Lady Luck, you can't say anything. Thank you.
No. Can't believe I'm getting preempted by the contestants.
You can say either.
Tiamat down.
Yeah, let's go.
So with Tiamat down on Leggy's screen and Marilith taking the fall on Sanjan's screen, this means that both of our runners are now on a collision course at Chaos Shrine, which is where the end of the game is, where we go back to the past 2,000 years to go back and find and fight Chaos and actually save the world this time, as opposed to just saving a princess or something. So Sanjan will probably be the slightest of edges here because there's a shorter walk to the airship.
But y'all, the 15 puzzle incentive is running out. Once we get through the Chaos Shrine and both of us face the grand winner, the patron of the casino. It's gonna be all over from there. Yeah, the house owner.
Yeah, speaking of that incentive, we are at $1,685 out of the 3,000, so I believe that is just a little over. I'm so sorry if I can't do math. Is that still a little over 1,300 to go? If I am wrong with that math and it's actually under 1,300, feel free to correct me in the form of a donation. And speaking of donations, we have $25 from Nick O that says, I'm donating in honor of my favorite Final Fantasy boss, Kazumi Mishima from Tekken 7, but this only applies when you're playing as Noctis. And then we also have $50 from Frozen Flygon that says, hi Slam Jam and Leggy, you both are fantastic. So glad you all are closing out on our opening day of Frost. Let's get that puzzle incentive met. Yeah, y'all, let's get that puzzle incentive met. I want to do some more yeehawing. I want to do some more puzzling. And don't you want to spend just a little bit longer with these super cool runners? Because I do.
Yeehaw! There you go.
Yeah, more yeehaws.
Saving by yeehaws for when the incentive is met.
Ooh.
Very fair.
Y'all know what that means.
Get on it. Also, I cannot believe that Kazuya Mishima of the Mishima Saibatsu from Tekken 7 is a Final Fantasy boss now because he fights Noctis. But as we all know, Noctis is one of the worst heroes in Final Fantasy history. So I assume that Kazuya wins. Which of course pleases Lady Luck. 10 out of 10 boss choice, well done.
Damn, shots fired.
Hey, y'all.
What's up?
Can I jump in with a quick little brainstorm?
Sure.
Could we maybe, speaking of 5s and 15s and everything like that, hear me out. Just hear me out. What if? Like, what if we do, I don't know, like rolling with us like 5 and 15, a $5 donation train starting at 1 hour 55 on the timer so that you get a 15 and then a 5 and then more 5s. We've got all the numbers working together here. I think that there might be some magic in there if we believe in luck and numbers. I don't know. I'm just thinking this is like the perfect thing. So if y'all want to start that donation train at 155.
You know, that
I
checks
love
out.
getting ambushed by Black Flan armies.
So just to let everyone know, and a little update on how Chaos Shrine works. Chaos Shrine is an area in 2 parts, basically. The first half is the upper floors here, which end up getting capped off by the loot floor. This is the loot, L-U-T-E, the instrument. You play your loot for this particular rock, and it goes away. Notably, in all of the versions except for NES, you cannot miss it. Princess Sarah will actually stop you and go, yo, hey, take my guitar if you try to leave. And then the floor underneath this has the same encounter table or a similar encounter table to the higher floors. It's slightly different, but it's a mix of dragons and worms and chimeras and winter wolves and black flan. And then once you get past this particular floor, what ends up happening is you then reach the elemental floors, and the next 4 floors are elemental themed. The first one is Earth for our good friend and RNG connoisseur Lich 2. Followed by the floor which contains the fire floor, full of things like fire elementals, and I guess they're called fire lizards in this version. I'm going to call them Agama, because they're Agama. They'll always be Agama. And with the bottom is Carrie 2, the second fight against Marilith will be there. The third floor, of course, is water-themed, full of things like lobsters and water elementals, I guess, and lobsters. With Kraken 2 still the least dangerous of the 4 fiends at the bottom waiting for you. The 4th floor is air-themed with all the monsters from the Sky Tower, including things like air elementals and sorcerers, who we haven't seen any of yet. I'm kind of surprised. Maybe we saw them and they didn't kill anybody. They do 1 damage, but they can... You ran from them because you are afraid of their instant death touch, where they hit you with their staff for 1 damage and then you fall over. Completely insensate. And then, of course, the final floor after Tiamat's floor, of course, is where Chaos lives. He's hanging out way at the bottom of the Chaos Shrine for some reason. I don't know why. Man's got to get some sunlight or something.
He doesn't need sun. He has the casino on the side.
He is down there and he is so bored, and he just wants some adventurers to play blackjack with him. Or pull the arm in the slot machine. I hope you all enjoy slot machines.
Hey, speaking of machines, guess what, y'all? Our $5 donation train has left the station and is a-rolling because we have hit 155. And guess what? We're doing fantastic on that incentive right now. We are 1,725 out of 3,000 now. So y'all have absolutely got this train moving, and keep up the momentum. Thank you so much.
All right, Lich time.
I just got to the Lich, or I'm nearly at the Lich. Yeah, we're basically, chat, get hyped for this race, because it's actually been extremely even for the both of us.
We love some drama, y'all. So please, absolutely, donate for drama. Donate for a $5 train. I want to see some energy. I want to see some hype for this, because this has been amazing.
Yeah, and even whoever has the edge going into Chaos technically doesn't actually matter, because there's a reason we call him the casino owner. Only Lady Luck gets to decide who wins this race.
And we are not kidding.
Oh my god, my black belt survived the flare.
Okay. Well, I got flared.
And your black belt at 292 health was not able to survive it, huh?
Yeah. Little bit of a oofy moment there.
Shouldn't have skipped RNG day.
Well, that's another one on the bingo board there.
I've made another tally mark. I'm keeping track. We're at 12 between the 2 of you now.
That was on the last turn too. That was very unfortunate, but you know what, Lady Luck sometimes has her moments.
Just as an
I don't know
update
why I cast hate twice.
Because auto battle is a thing, and sometimes you just mash into it because you just want to go. Also, as an update, Sanjan, you are quote unquote winning 7-5 in resets at this point. Okay, you're winning 8-5 now. Flare can and will drop your party. Lich 2 is an exceedingly large danger to your PBs, by the way. You can come down here on some glorious pace, and Lich 2 will look at you and go, it is time for me to do my favorite thing, gatekeeping. This is why we hate Lich, because, the means of...
I hate gatekeeping.
Because the means of our liberation should not be kept from the people.
Does that make Marilith the girl boss?
It does.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. What did I steal your lunch money or something, Lich? Like, why do you only know Flare? I didn't steal anyone's lunch money. I'm sorry.
Do we have a time for a quick update and some donos?
Yep, we are
Sure.
we are closing in on the end, and so once we get to Chaos Floor, it'll probably be time for me to take over. But go ahead for now.
Okay, perfect. I will get these done real quick. We have $5 from Tharpy saying, let's get the train rolling, choo-choo! And $5 from Pyrazine saying, I'm on the train, let's get this incentive. $50 from Ma Junior 17 that says 10 ticks to the hype train, please. My favorite Final Fantasy boss was, okay, nothing clever. I just really, really liked the Bahamut fight in 16. That was really epic. And $200 from Anonymous with no comment. Thank you so much for that. And speaking of, y'all, we are at $1,995 out of that $3,000 incentive. We are just barely over 1,000 to go. I know you can do it, especially with the magic of chaos and luck on our side. I absolutely believe in you. Let's keep that donation train a-rolling.
Oh, you should have, whatever. I guess it's fine. I'm grinding encounters till the monk hits level 30. At level 30, the monk gets a pretty big damage boost.
Of note, I do not want to spoil Final Fantasy 16. It is under a year old. It is recent enough. But I just want to say, you've chosen the best fight in the game. The soundtrack for that particular portion of the game is incredible. Easily an 11 out of 10. Well done. Good taste. Well done.
Alright, I finally am at Carrie the second. Surely she'll be nice. Hitting like one of my hot fix runs. One of the mages was the last one standing because Carrie decided to gun for my poor monk. My poor monk's name was also Twitch Chat. You might have seen a highlight clip on GDQ before this run.
Your monk's name was Twitch Chat.
Yeah, and you want to know what the funniest thing was? The surviving mage was the tech team.
I mean, tech team does make it happen, as they say.
Pretty much.
Leggy has to deal with Kraken going down and absolutely hammering the monk into the earth. One hit will kill the monk from 333 health to 0, so Moroku's now history.
No.
First turn, Kraken reaches out and touches Sango instead, just taps him once and down he goes. So this is a very pleasant start to Leggy's second try on Kraken, as Sanjan now pulls up onto the water floor. Probably this is usually a 3 to 4 encounter floor, depending on steps. So we'll be doing a lot of blizzagging, thundagging, and or running, depending. But it looks like Sanjan wants this experience, wants the extra stats here, just to be safe. This time, Moroku does not get absolutely drilled down. No death touch, no punching the black belt for 600 health, and so Kraken is now dead squid. So Leggy holds on to about a 1 floor lead here.
Yeah, I'm barely 2089 on my monks. I still, unfortunately, need to grind XP. Even though I hate grinding this floor for XP, personally. Oh god, no, not Jadon!
I will note, my monk is level 27.
I had to flee from this because the water elemental decided to ruin Jadon and Rizzler's day again.
Decided to drown both your black mages.
Just another day in the sand casino.
This particular version of Tiamat also loves to spam Thunderbolt and Ice Storm and Poison Gas and all those fun AoE spells that can absolutely just quickly put a party from full health to just dead.
But also, does love to mix it up with some tier 2 black magic for some reason?
Yeah, like this version of Tiamat's actually less scary than the first one. Also, can mix in Scourge, which is an AoE instant kill, which your Ribbon should completely prevent, so you should be fine there. Like hanging on to this one floor lead that means literally absolutely nothing in the face of the Chaos Casino upcoming. It means that you get the first try, but it certainly may not be the last.
Do we have time for just another quick update?
Yep.
Sure.
Because guess what, y'all? We are over $2,000 to that 15 puzzle first of 5 race. So $2,115 raised out of the 3,000 needed. Y'all have done absolutely fantastic, and that means that we have less than 9,000 to go. I know that you can do it, and we are so close.
All right, it's
I'm gonna
time.
try to recover this.
So
Even though I probably shouldn't have.
let's talk about Chaos for a minute here. So Chaos has a list of abilities, has 3 abilities that do AoE damage that is unpreventable. It's Inferno, it's Tsunami, and it's Cyclone. Has 1 instant kill effect, which is Earthquake, which you want to see a lot of because it doesn't kill your party. Chaos can cast Haste on himself, which is exceedingly bad because then it means that he has the chance to 1-tap your Black Belt. The big thing is that the first turn can be spent throwing 3 Giant's Tonics at the Monk, giving 200 maximum hit points per Giant's Tonic. This is really important because then we're going to throw an X Potion. Slowra can strip off Haste, which is going to be very terrifying if your Black Mages are dead because Haste again doubles your damage. We don't want to lose that. The other things of note here is that we are using Speed Drinks because they also increase the number of hits you get, and under Haste it increases them by 4. So they are actually, a couple of those helps you do the most damage possible. Here's Tsunami. This should wipe both of the Black Mages off the map. You'll see you got a bunch of buffs off with the Black Mages, which is great. Chaos also does a handful of level 2 and 3 magics, which are less dangerous than most of the things that Chaos can do. Cyclone is the most damaging effect, doing damage around 240 to 270 damage. So you have to decide when you want to take your second full heal at 300. Leggy's going to stop, re-heal, and is going to continue the process of hitting these Giant's Gloves because you need to hit them probably 7 or 8 times before you have the damage because you want to be doing over 3,000 damage swing because for some silly reason Chaos has 20,000 hit points. 20,000. That's 2 with 4 zeros. That's a lot of zeros. And it is imperative that you do as much damage as possible. Chaos also knows Flare, which will kill you for about 350 hit points. So, gonna take the last full heal here. Oh, gets Slow-Rud and it sticks. That's not great. So, gonna try to res a Black Mage here for an emergency re-haste. So now you're hoping that your Black Mage goes first before this happens. The only nice thing here is that, I mean, you're doing 2,000 damage, so Leggy's going to decide to push here. 2,000's 5 swings to the end, I think, because you did about 10,000 damage already. So just going to start hacking away, going to keep hacking away. God, that fighter's taking a lot of hits, but he is fine. First try, Chaos, what am I doing? Am I biased? I'm biased. Lady Luck is biased, everybody.
GG, Leggy. Lady Luck has shined upon Leggy.
What?
What was the final time? Was that
I can't believe that happened.
Not even close to BB-Pace. It's in the 208s.
What was the final time?
Oh, sorry. Let me pull that up. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Waiting for the stream to meet up. your time was 2:08:22.
Respectable.
That was a pretty respectable time given
Well under
given the game was not very nice to us, pretty much.
First try. Chaos does not happen very often.
Yeah, pretty much. That's pretty much like the real challenge. Making sure that chaos, like, winner, like, race or not, like, you're just trying to make sure chaos just doesn't ruin, or Lady Luck just doesn't ruin your lunch. So I just do this because I like better menuing. But yeah, hopefully, I've had like decent chaos attempts. Like my monk has had decent HP, but my poor Rizzler's, I don't know, little chief. But we'll see what happens next for our friendly neighborhood team here.
Rizzler is trying his best. But yeah, same setup here, 3 Giants Tonics. This time a Tsunami comes out first, which is a little frightening because Rizzler does not have 200 hit points. Rizzler can't survive, cannot survive any of Chaos's big effects, can't survive, there's Earthquake, which is completely whiffs, by the way, can't survive Cyclone, can't survive Tsunami, can't survive Inferno, at
Yeah, I
all.
had to do this in a weird order. Oh, not getting that haste. Okay, I was able to get the haste off, which is actually decent, but...
Yeah, got a big low roll there, which is nice on the Fyra, so it does not, or the Fyraga, so it does not kill.
Yeah, so now I pretty much have to like kind of play with my HP. Well, we're getting lucky so far though, but I'm not going to say anything else.
Lady Luck can take it from you on the very last turn potentially, because Chaos can just go down after casting haste and crit your black belt for 1100 damage. This has happened to Leggy before, where on the last turn gets literally one tap from 960 hit points.
Oh, that's not great.
Speaking of potentially getting one tapped from 954 hit points, casting haste twice does not do anything, and now you're just happy to see Chaos casting haste because, you know, hey.
I basically had to kind of risk it.
Yeah, you're at the please keep fighting the rock. Tsunami is fine. That doesn't kill you. You're 2 turns out now.
I'm gonna play it safe and do the next potion. Because like one more hit and I would be in like range of flare. And I'm in a good position. Time!
First try, Chaos second time!
Double first try! That's actually amazing. Like,
Second verse, same as the first, baby.
yeah, pretty much. Actually, I would say Leggy and I for this one were both winners because Chaos, or Lady Luck was mostly shining upon the both of us.
I was saving it for the end.
Yeah, any run where you get first try Chaos is an amazing run, no matter what your time is.
See, I am here to be helpful and kind and wonderful and try to get everybody off my back about the Lady Luck cheating allegations.
Speaking of time, Sanjan, your time was 2:11:51.
Honestly, underestimate. That's more than good enough for me. The game was not so nice to the both of us. That was a lot of deaths.
Yeah. And like, you've got a better PB than me at this point, so.
Yeah, I should say my PB is a 147, but like, because of the nature of how like RNG heavy this game is, like in a race setting, like those times don't like 100% matter because the game, like, Lady Luck will like look at your good time and say and just scoff at you. So I'm happy that we both like, even though the game tried and Lady Luck tried, you know, Daddy tried to like kick us like in many places. Chaos decided to give us some mercy.
Yeah, you both did absolutely fantastic, and chat is popping off and giving so much applause to both of you. And to Lady Luck, of course. All three of you. I'm going to say all three of you.
Alright, so I would like to give a special shout out to Leggy for teaching me how to speedrun this game, because I basically, like I mentioned before, I basically was like, I want to learn a Final Fantasy game. And then Leggy in the FF Discord, which y'all should join, by the way. The FF Discord is a great place for women and femme folks to hang out, learn to speedrun, or just like hang out and chill. I was basically like, I need to learn the Final Fantasy game, and she told me, hey, learn Final Fantasy 1 Pixel Remaster, it's up your alley. So she gave me tips, she gave me some guides, and then here I am, pretty much running this for y'all in a race with her. Like, we're basically even, I should say, because we did run this for Think Fast, and I didn't win the first one. So
that was such a fun show.
It's on YouTube if you want to watch it. There's a lot of funny moments because of the nature of a trivia show during an intense speedrun. But Leggy, do you have any shout-outs?
Yeah, I just first and foremost want to shout out my wonderful partners, Demarine, Mix ZV, Soko Sonex, and Atara. You all are wonderful, and I love you a lot, and I want to shout out the RPG Valkyries, who, are another wonderful women and femme-leading organization specifically focused on RPG speedrunning, so definitely come check us out. And I want to just shout out the Frame Fatales community for being just a wonderful place. I've been in various events off and on for, as long as it hasn't been invite only, and it's been an incredible experience every single time, getting to show off some, popular games, less popular games, ridiculous meme runs. Yeah. Demi, do you have any last thanks?
I'd just like to thank the two of you for taking my mock frustration and not being able to play Balatro, which I definitely actually was not playing during this run because I didn't want to do a good job commentating. So to let me ham it up for 2 hours for the two of you. So thank you so much.
Yeah, honestly, thank you a lot, Demi, for the great commentary and the great vibes in this run.